Hook. You ever seen 102 roaring Harley engines outside a small town house in the middle of winter? No. Well, let me tell you about the day a humble single dad veteran opened his door to 15 stranded bikers, and ended up changing every one of their lives. Stick around, because by the end of this story, you'll understand why kindness can echo louder than thunder. And hey, if stories of heart, redemption, and real heroes move you, hit that like button and subscribe. You won't want to miss what comes next. The snowstorm came out of nowhere, thick white sheets swallowing the quiet town of Mill Creek, turning roads into frozen traps. Inside a modest cabin on the edge of the woods, Jack Mason stood by the fire, stirring a pot of stew. His daughter, Lily, sat at the table drawing snowmen, her laughter the only warmth left in a world that had grown too cold since her mom passed. Jack, a former Army Ranger and single dad, had learned to make do with little, a small pension, handyman jobs, and a heart too stubborn to quit. He didn't have much, but what he did have, he shared. It was the way he'd been raised. As the wind howled outside, he heard it, the distant rumble of engines. Strange sound for a night like this. He frowned, stepped to the window, and saw them, 15 bikes lined up in the storm, headlights cutting through the snow like lost souls. One by one, figures dismounted, big, rough men in leather vests, patches reading Hell's Angels nomads. They looked frozen, desperate, and tired. Jack's instincts kicked in. He opened the door before they could even knock. "You boys look like you're freezing out there," he called out. "Get in before you turn to ice." They hesitated. These weren't men who were used to kindness. The tallest one, a bearded mountain named Briggs, spoke up. "Sir, we don't want trouble. We just got caught in this mess. Our trucks broke down 10 miles back. Roads are gone." Jack nodded. "No trouble here. Fire's warm, stew's hot. Come in." And just like that, the war veteran welcomed 15 outlaw bikers into his home. Inside, they stomped off snow, looking uneasy. Lily peeked out from behind the couch, eyes wide but curious. One of the bikers, Snake, crouched down and smiled. "Hey there, princess. Don't worry. We ain't bad guys." Jack watched them all, his instincts sharp but heart open. He'd seen enough of the world to know, everyone's fighting a battle you can't see. He gave them blankets, bowls of stew, and space by the fire. The men ate quietly at first, unsure how to act. But soon, laughter filled the cabin. War stories traded for road tales, scars compared, names shared. Jack learned that Briggs had served too, Marine Corps, years back. Snake had lost a brother to addiction. Another, Tiny, was raising his sister's kid. They weren't monsters. They were men with wounds, just like him. Hours passed. Snow piled high outside. Jack gave up his bed, slept on the couch. One by one, the angels drifted off, warmth returning to their faces. The next morning, the storm broke. Clear skies, soft light, and silence, until the engines roared again. Jack stirred, rubbed his eyes, stepped to the window, and froze. The road outside his cabin was lined with bikes. Not 15, 102. Rows upon rows of Harleys gleaming in the sun. The noise echoed through the valley. Briggs stood in front, helmet under arm. "We called our brothers," he said, smiling. "Told them about the vet who opened his home to us. They wanted to see for themselves." Jack blinked, stunned. "What's all this for?" Briggs grinned. "You gave us warmth, brother. You showed us something we ain't seen in a long time, trust. So, we're here to pay it back." The angels spread out, some unloading crates of food, firewood, and tools. Others brought coats, gifts for Lily, and an envelope, thick, sealed. Briggs handed it to Jack. "From all of us. For the roof, the heat, the life you gave us last night." Jack opened it. Cash, more than he'd seen in years. Enough to fix the cabin, pay off debt, maybe even send Lily to the art school she dreamed of. Tears filled his eyes. He tried to speak, but Briggs clasped a hand on his shoulder. "You didn't help us 'cause you wanted anything back. You did it 'cause it's who you are. That's what real brotherhood looks like. You're one of us now, not by patch, but by heart." Lily giggled as one biker lifted her onto his shoulders. Another set up a grill, another started shoveling snow. The scene looked like something out of a dream, bikers laughing, working, helping. A community built in one night out of kindness. By sundown, the house had a new roof. The pantry was full. Lily had a new coat, and Jack had a family bigger than he ever imagined. When they left, the engines thundered in unison, shaking the ground like a salute. Briggs turned back once, gave a two-finger wave. "You ever need us, Jack, just listen for the road." Jack watched them disappear down the highway, snow glinting under chrome and sunlight. He felt something stir deep in his chest, hope. Maybe, he thought, good hearts still beat under leather and scars. He looked down at Lily, smiling up at him. "Daddy, those biker angels, they were nice." He chuckled, pulling her close. "Yeah, sweetheart. Sometimes angels don't have wings, they ride Harleys." As he closed the door behind him, he whispered a quiet prayer, gratitude, not just for the help, but for the reminder that kindness is a chain reaction. One act, one night, can change 100 lives. So next time you get the chance to open your door, do it. You never know what angels might walk through.